Hey y'all, this is Deanna. Welcome to my channel. I am back just playing in my craft room. I wanted to start doing a few like Christmas videos. I'm going to do Christmas in July. And I'm just going to start doing random ones. And I know that it's only June. I know that it's only middle of June. But that July is in 2.5 weeks, less than 2.5 weeks. So I'm going to title this Christmas in July. So y'all, I love gingerbread men and everything. And I have tons of different gingerbread dies in my stash. And some of them I got on Amazon. Some of them I got on AliExpress. See, that one's super cute. So, yeah, I just kind of got them at different little places. Okay. But anyway, I started playing around. That's not one. That's not one. That's not one either. But then I have this one. It has the little faces. And it comes with the stamps. I have this one right here. And I've got a few more here. So I've got a couple of good dies. But what I really liked, and let me see if I can find the front cover of this one. It's this one right here. This is a penguin die, and this is my penguin. And I really like this for the shape. I like the big head and everything like that. So I decided I was going to start making some gingers today. I want to make tags and so forth. And in my group, we're going to do Christmas in July, of course. So just in 2 weeks, we'll start that. But I thought I would start making some of my gingerbreads. And I just wanted to make them all sweet and cute. But anyway, using this die right here. And again, let's see here. This was by Penguin Palace. And, well, it says Gingerbread Man Gift Display. I guess it's supposed to be a gingerbread. I don't know. It's just by Penguin Palace. But, I'll see if I can link it. If I can find it. I've had it probably a year in my stash, and I'd never used it. But anyway, I thought what I would do tonight is we'll make one of these on camera. But let me show you the ones I've already created. Yeah, super cute, y'all. This is a little boy one that I did. And isn't it so cute? I love doing the eyes like this. Now, I can tell you that I've been inspired to do this by so many people here on YouTube. So many people are making these big round eyes. I've watched multiple people make these. And once I figured out how to do it, and I kept practicing. See, I keep practicing. See, look at that. Practicing how to make these. And now I think I've got it down the way I want to do them. So I've did this little boy one. And I have this sweet little girl one. And then look at this one. Made her a little dress. So those are the ones I'm going to do that I'm going to be working with. And so now I'm going to make one more, and I think I'll make a little girl one. Now I've gone ahead and I have cut out a little bow for the top just to save time on my video. Here's my bow. I think it came from AliExpress long time ago, but you can use any bow and so forth. So let's just kind of get started. Now, what I'm going to do first is I want to make the face. And what I started doing is where I wanted to put the eyes on there, and you can see where the eyes are. I want to try to mimic that. So where the arms meet on the head here, I would kind of eyeball it earlier, and I thought, you know what, I'm making myself a piece of paper, cut myself a piece of paper so I know about where to put my eyes. Okay, so all I did is I cut myself a piece of paper about 1 inch wide, and because that's about where my eyes are. And what I did is I just took a pencil and I drew myself a very light line going across, and that tells me that at the bottom on this line is the bottom of where my eyeballs are going to be, my eyes are going to be. So that kind of helps me out. And so then I pulled out my little trusty little circle ruler here, and I like this one over here, and it is says 11/32. Okay, hopefully that means something to someone. But I just put a little mark over here next to it once I figured out what size I wanted to do. So I didn't want them to be too overpowering, but I wanted them to be cutesy. So anyway, I'm going to start with this side, and I know that the eyeball has got to sit on that line because that's about where I want them. And I'm going to kind of go in just a little bit And let me see if I can get you down a little closer here so you can see this. So I'm going to get you down. I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in and make it about 2 and see this hole on the end is the one I need. And so I'm going to go about 2.5 to show that, cover that hole, and then about 1/2 of a hole, if that makes sense. And then I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to draw my circle. Okay. And so that's where one of my eyes are going to go. Now, if you don't like it, the nice thing about doing a pencil, you can erase it. So if I want to move it in a little bit, that's what I'll do. So I'm just going to go ahead and I think I'll move it in just a little bit. So I'm just going to move it over a little bit, and I can see that pencil line. So I'm just going to add the pencil line here. Okay, that's about one. So now I know I need to flip this over because I want to use about the same distance. And I'm going to add my other circle. Okay, so that's about where my eyes are going to go. Okay, so I know that was close. Okay, so I'm going to erase my line, my little line that I drew on here. Okay. So I'm going to erase my line, and that's about where my eyes are going to go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw on my eyes with this black Jelly Roll pen. Okay, I want to make sure that you're right in there seeing what I'm doing here. So I'm going to gently trace this. If I go too fast, I kind of get out of the line, so I'm trying not to do that. Okay, so I've got it traced, and then all I'm going to do is take my pen, and I'm just going to fill it in. Okay, so once you got it all filled in, then do the other one. Kind of fill them in. I like to just make sure it's good and covered. Like that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off here and make some eyelashes. And then I'm going to do it again over here. Let me go off this side. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to make myself little lines for eyebrows. Make myself a little nose. And how I got my smiles to look the way I did is I used my circles, and I just kind of decided how big I wanted the smile to be. So then I'm just going to kind of line my circle up in the middle. Now you can eyeball it if you're good at eyeballing this. But I'm just going to see how it is. Make sure I'm kind of in the middle. I'm just going to kind of make myself a smile. You like a half right there. And that's how I got my smile. So now I'm going to take my black pen. Now you're saying, oh, why didn't you just use your pen? Because what if I needed to move it over? What if I didn't have it the way I wanted it? You can erase it if you use it. So now I got my little smile. So now for the little whites of the eyes, you just see how I got the whites of the eyes here. So for the whites of the eyes, I am using a white Jelly Roll pen. And I'm just going to put myself some little whites. Yeah. Just like this. So I'm going to see if I can go over it again so it may get a little bit more wider. And sometimes some black ink gets on my pen. So I need to just work it. So there we go. Okay, so that's not too bad. So now that you got this part done, that's the hard part. So now I'm gonna take my my ink, and this one I got from scrapbook.com. Let me get you out just a little bit so it's not too close right now. But this is Gingerbread. It's wood too. And this is, and I got it like after Christmas last year. And I'm just gonna go and ink my sides. Just kind of make it look like I've crusted up my cookies in the oven. Okay. There we go. So you can ink it up as much as you want, kind of go a little bit more. That's what I like to do. Okay, so that will be good. Get my lid back on. Move that out of the way. So now that I've got my little eyes, I'm gonna see if I can go over this again because I want it to be wider. Okay. Okay, so now that I've got that on, I'm gonna give her a bow, and I really liked this bow. And this is the die that I believe I got it on AliExpress a long time ago. I'm gonna give her a bow. Use my glue. And this paper I'm using is just some glitter paper that I got at Michael's. And it was this one right here. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to use one of these. I think, let me see what one of these pink jimmies will look like. I think that will look cute. So I'm going to glue that on. She's already turned into a girl. Okay, and I like them big. You know, some people, they just dress up their babies and they put the big old bows on them. Yeah, that's how I like it. Okay, so like this one right here with the little hearts, I'm just gonna add little buttons. Add one more. Like that. Now you can draw on some like little icing, but I really like using this. My chair keeps squeaking. I like using this really skinny rickrack, and I think it's cute, so I'm gonna go with it. I like using it. So I'm just gonna cut myself a piece, and I'm just gonna glue it on. And this rickrack, I got it from Hobby Lobby last week. Get another one. Glue it on. Okay. This one, and glue it on. And then lastly, let's go over here. Oh, I got that up a little high. Let's go down. One more here. Glue that on. Gave them a little icing. Unlike this one, I just cut a piece of piece of paper and used my scallop punch and made the little scallop, and I just added some seam binding around and put a ribbon. That's a cute way to do it as well. And then lastly on this one, I'm just going to make her cheeks, and I just used my little ink dauber, and I used sponge sugar, this Tim Holtz ink. And let me see, I want to make sure I'm not overpowering with my ink here. And then all I'm going to do is give her some cheeks. I got to turn it around. I got to be able to see what I'm doing here. And there we go. And isn't she adorable? So cute. I love it. And there she is. Isn't she darling? Y'all, this is so much fun to make. Pull out your dies. If you don't have dies, you can easily just freehand draw it and cut them out. And how fun are they to make? So probably what I'll end up doing is I'm going to make a whole bunch more of these because I'm really having a lot of fun doing it. And I'll probably make some tags out of them. Now you see how this one I drew some little circles for the cheeks. You can do that as well. I kind of like it just plain. This one I drew some little lines on the cheeks. You could do whatever you like. So anyway, that is it. That's my thoughts and ideas for tonight. Now, there are tons of people out there that are making gingerbread men. People make them all the time. So there are so many people that you can get inspiration from. I hope that I gave you inspiration, and I hope that you're having a great night. So anyway, have a great day, y'all, and I will chat with you soon. Love you guys. Bye.